In section 111, Tennyson continues his praise of his friend Hallam. Churl. Churl is an old insult. It means like a crude or a rough or just, like a disgusting person. And he uses that word several times here. Churl is just someone who's totally degrading. The golden ball that he references in line 3 is kind of a symbol of royal rule. It's like a scepter. And then line 8, at seasons through the gilded pale, is like in reference to a mask that you would wear. They would wear at those old parties. The mask, I think they call them masks. You'd wear a mask to hide your identity. So the message of 111 is that you may be able to act, you may be able to put on a show of being a good and decent person for a while, but eventually your heart shines through, and if that's ugly, degraded, then that will be apparent. Or like Hallam, if you have a truly noble and a good heart, that will show through as well. And the idea that don't get close to your heroes, because when you get close to them, you realize that they're just normal people and they have flaws too. He's kind of talking about that, only what he's saying is that the closer you got to Hallam, the more you saw that he really was noble and good and genuine. Not like those that grasp the golden ball, the politicians or the princes or the aristocracy. I like the very last stanza. Thus he bore without abuse the grand old name of gentleman, defamed by every charlatan and soiled with all ignoble use. Reminds me of Rudyard Kipling's wonderful, fantastic poem on manhood. It's called If. He has a line in there. In the poem, he's giving his son advice for what it means to be a man, and he says, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, then you're on your way to being a man. So this idea that the charlatans are defaming Hallam and saying how false he was and whatever, but a true man, a good man, can hear these kinds of lies and not be too stirred up about it. He can hear his truth twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. Section 111. You could maybe say that this is how Tennyson defines a gentleman. The churl in spirit, up or down, along the scale of ranks, through all, to him who grasps a golden ball, by blood a king, at heart a clown. The churl in spirit, howe'er he veil his want in forms for fashion's sake, will let his coltish nature break at seasons through the gilded pale. For who can always act but he to whom 1,000 memories call, not being less but more than all the gentleness he seemed to be? That he there is is Hallam. Hallam is the one to whom 1,000 memories call. Best seemed the thing he was, and joined each office of the social hour to noble manners as the flower, and native growth and noble manners as the flower, and native growth of noble mind. Nor ever narrowness or spite, or villain fancy fleeting by, drew in the expression of an eye, where God and nature met in light. And thus he bore without abuse the grand old name of gentleman, defamed by every charlatan, and soiled with all ignoble use.